The key to anything, again, I'm not going to emphasize this enough, speed is the key. Every single one of you having problems with getting the mold right. A lot of people with not getting the 60s handshake. I see a lot of people wrapping plaster and it's drying on them their first roll. I mean, you can't do that. This is the easiest cast in the world. It only gets much harder. And here's the key. Those hip spicas, body casts, some of the more bigger technical casts that we do, you have the same amount of time to roll that cast as you do this one. So if you're taking 10 minutes to roll this cast, you need to step it up. You really, really need to take and step it up big time. I'm not even going to pay attention to what hand position she goes into, she falls into. She wants to flex, dorsiflex, move her thumb around. I don't really care. When you're done with your web roll, it should look just like that. Form fitting. It looks like it's tight, right? That's the way it should look. No puckers. See this pucker? That's a minimal pucker. I have a hard time even pulling that one out. You guys, some of you guys have big puckers. Pull them out. It's not bad that you get them. You'll get better, but just pull them out. You want a nice, snug fitting rub roll to start off. That's your base. I will put both these rolls on and this splint and be able to take her hand and dorsiflex and flex it before it dries. Way before it dries. If I was doing this in real life, I will simulate the speed that I would do it in instead of gabbing and talking. Set my parameter. See how this plaster never leaves the patient? It's always up against her unless I'm tucking. Oh my. When I cut through here, I cut almost all the way through. Look how thin. Look how much room her thumb has. Costume. Look at that. One strand. Am I worried about it breaking? No. The reason why I'm not is because it's so thin, or it hasn't even come close to drying. Look how much movement I can do. That's what you guys need to do. Get that fast, stop, rub it out. Hold your 60s handshake. You're done. Watch your fingertips. That thing right there is 1/4 of an inch thick in her web space. Real thin. Yes, if I sit here and keep messing around with it, it's not going to dry in a certain area. It's starting to set off now. Fine line. Just a few seconds ago, I was sitting there going back and forth with it. Now it's done. I can't move it anymore. If I move it, it's done. It's never going to dry there. It's going to stay soft in that area all the time. You see me rubbing on it now, but I am not pushing on it. I'm being very gentle as I rub. Look how much space her thumb's got. A lot of you people, you guys are putting a cast on, trapping that MCP down. Allow the MCP to move a little bit. Make sure you got plenty of pad, and I can't emphasize that either. And look again on how low this cast truly is in the web space, or I mean in the palm. You guys see, can I fit my finger down there? No. Is it thin down here? Is it weak? How many times did you see me go through the web space? 5 times max? This feels pretty strong to me. Speed. This is all dried in one layer. That's 1 4-inch roll and a splint. You guys are doing 2 4-inch rolls or 2 3-inch rolls and a splint, and it's not as solid as this. You want it to dry all as one layer. The same with your splint. When you dip your splint in there and you laminated it, it was nice and solid. You got a nice, perfect bowler splint or a thumb spica splint. Do the same thing throughout the whole cast. We're trying to break it. Okay, did that help at all? Yes. When I was rolling my plaster, leave your roll on the patient. Don't hold it like your web roll. Don't hold it like web roll. It stays on as you wrap. You just rest it against them. Fiberglass, almost the same thing. Don't hold it out here. That's how you keep it tight. Ace wraps, almost the same thing. The only thing you bring away and hold it like a spool is your web roll, and that is it. Always wrap this way, where the roll's coming off underneath the roll or underneath the spool. Don't wrap this way, because you can't go around the patient then. Okay? Go back to work.